with PD, your fastest moving 60 minutes of the day. It's every Saturday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we doing? Welcome to 60 Minutes with PD. How are we doing today? Yes, how are we doing today? Welcome to 60 Minutes with PD. Hi, Chucky Red, how are you doing? How's it going? Wave right there. How are we doing? Welcome to 60 Minutes with PD. Yes, how are you, Binta? How are you? Here Connect. How are you doing? Today we have a really nice topic. Na Afoka, how are you doing? How is it going in Accra? Ades, how are you doing? How's it going in Lagos? How are we doing on Facebook? How are you doing on Instagram? How are we doing on YouTube? Chama, how are you? Paragon Nation, how are you? Good to see you all. It's just amazing to be back. It's another Saturday. It's another 60 Minutes with PD. Yes, the fastest moving 60 minutes of the day. It's going to move so fast. And today, it's a really encouraging topic that we're going to enjoy. Myro Tijani. Myro, how are you? Good to see you. It was good to see you. Idea Wapa, how are you? Vivid Shivan, how are we doing today? It's so good to see us all. Hope you're all having an amazing weekend. Hope your relationships are going amazingly well. It's so nice to be back. Yes, how are we doing? Fantastic. Okay, so this is 60 Minutes with PD, the fastest moving 60 minutes of the day. Hi, Vivid Shavina. How are you? It's good to see you on the platform. It's amazing. I know one day I'll get to see you all. One day, somehow, somewhere. I'm going to do a live event soon. And then I'll be able to see you all and, just get to see you. It will be amazing to spend time one-on-one with all of you at some point in time or the other. So how are we doing today? Okay, while I'm on the platform, of course, feel free to ask me any kind of question at all on life, on relationships, on marriage, on anything. Christy Apparel, how are you? B. Ushbird, how are you doing? It's good to see you all. So please follow me right here at PIDI19 on, and on YouTube. Please, for my YouTube followers, subscribers, please just click on the subscribe button, press like and hit the button, the bell for notifications. Amazing. So, and then let's do life together. Let's do life with wisdom. Get your friends to follow me. We're going to have a nice time. La Crystal, how are you? Ejiro, how are you doing? Cindy, how are we all doing? I hope we're having a nice time. Tonight, our topic is do not settle. Lately, I'm seeing too many people are settling. For different reasons, we're just settling. Mostly in relationships, but even in other things, we're just settling. We're not going for our best. We're not waiting and pressing in to get what's best for us. We're just, I don't know, maybe it's from fear or something, but we're settling, and we're not supposed to settle. It's impossible to live in the destiny that God has planned for you. This great future that's been planned for you by God. It's not possible to live it if you've settled in some situations. So it's best that we wait and we know how to wait properly. There's a way to wait. You don't stop waiting, but you change the way you wait. One-on-one with PD eating suya at night. That's going to be amazing. Let's plan that. It could be fun. In fact, it will be fun. We should plan some kind of event, very soon. I'll do one in Lagos, one in Abuja, one in Accra, one in Nairobi. So I need volunteers to plan the event. DM me and let's start to plan it and then make it happen. Fantastic. Today's topic is do not settle. Too many times in life we settle for what or who is in front of us when we know that we deserve better or we could do better. There are so many reasons why we do this, but none of these reasons are good enough to validate settling. No matter the reason you give yourself, most times people say, too much time has passed, I'm getting older, I'll just agree to go with this person. And that's just not what you want to do because there's just so much more. And most times, the point in time you settle is usually just like moments before the right person shows up. And then you just settle. And then, so please, as we go through this evening, we're just going to be encouraged and just get to realize that, you know what, let's keep pressing in and let's know that God is a good God. He's faithful and he has something really good for us. And if we just hang in there faithfully, we'll get the best that's for us. I hope that we get that, okay? So this is 60 Minutes with PD. It's relationships that are worked on that work. Please follow me right here and on YouTube at PID19. Get your friends to follow. Let's do relationships together. So that's good. So first thing first, Conrad Ngugi, how are you? Muse, yes, how are you? How's it going? Okay, adopt a principle in your life that you will not settle. And seriously, we are expected to live a good life. God is not a wicked God that he wants us to struggle. But many times when we settle and we don't wait for the best, we settle for less and we don't wait for the best. Too many times it's not possible to walk into that best situation that God has for us because we've settled. So let's just start to understand tonight that we should just have a principle that in whatever the situation is, relationships, business, career, whatever it is, don't settle. Okay, so that's, even in your romance, don't settle, so just know that. So many people are settling for less than they are worth in many areas of their lives. No matter the reason you are giving yourself to settle for what or who is in front of you, it's not good enough reason to settle for them or it. Okay? I know it's really hard to wait, and it's true. Most times people are tired of waiting. And to be quite frank, waiting is hard, and that is true. If you're waiting for a husband, you're waiting for a wife, you're waiting for something, it's hard to wait. But know this, that when you stop waiting, you have removed the from yourself the option of a better of something that you're worth. If you settle for something if you settle for less, you're settling for something that's worth less that you don't deserve. So, and if for whatever reason that you do it now, in future, you're going to regret it. Each time you settle, it ends in regret. That's something that we're going to learn tonight, that in whatever area in your life that you settle, it usually will end in, I should have, and it's regret. And that's not the plan for you. There is no regret in your life. Do we just hear that? Do we receive that? I know it's really hard to wait for what you deserve, but it's going to be worth it. You only have one life to live, and you deserve the best for you. So go for it. Don't settle. We give ourselves a lot of reasons to settle, okay? One of the most popular reasons why women in particular settle is a wrong belief that there aren't any really decent, honest, and attractive, well-paid, intelligent, good guys out there. Did you get all what I put there? Intelligent, well-paid, decent guys. There's this feeling that, there are no good guys. And because you think you've believed that there are no good guys, you're not waiting. You're settling for whoever you have. I mean, like he's cheating before you're not married. You're in a relationship and he's cheating, and you're still holding on. I want to ask you why. Why are you going to settle for a cheat, a liar, a person that hurts you, somebody that abuses you physically? Why would you still be in the relationship? Why? Don't settle. You deserve better. Let's start to understand this, that you deserve a whole lot better, so you don't want to settle. If you continue to make yourself a match for such a person, and you are, and you're patient, and you don't settle for who's in front of you, you will end up with such a person. You see, if they're cheating and they're doing things that you don't like, and you stay, you're going to end up getting married to them, and then life is going to get terrible, and there's going to be regret in front. So as a rule, just have it in your mind. Like first of all, know who you are, know what you want, for sure, and don't settle. Don't start to adjust what you're looking for. Don't settle, and that is so important that you don't settle. An underlying issue too is that while you are waiting for this great guy, you're not making yourself equally great. Now, and that's true. When you're waiting for this great guy, you're expected to make yourself equally great, because you attract people that are like you. And when people that are like you meet you, they would want you. Now, if you're looking for a great guy, but you're not trying to be great yourself, when the great guy comes, he just might not choose you, and you don't want that. And so it's so important that you know how to wait. Most times that you're waiting and you don't get the results, it's because you're not waiting right. There's a right way to wait. While you're waiting, you're developing yourself. You're making sure that you're becoming that great person yourself. So when this great guy comes, he's going to meet a great girl that he wants to be with. It's so so important, okay? So let's start to know that you don't want to settle, but while you're waiting, and waiting is hard, wait properly, okay? Great. Great guys are looking for great ladies. Who said a well-paid man is not looking for an unemployed, is looking for an unemployed, a poorly paid lady? I'll say this again. Who said that this well-paid guy that you're waiting for is looking for a woman that's not equally well-paid or upwardly mobile? So while you're waiting for something, try to be that thing as well. I mean, that's a key. That's one of the keys I'm dropping tonight, is that while you're waiting for this great guy, you want to work on it, on you yourself being great, because that's what makes the connection, okay? The things you want them to have, do you have them, okay? If you don't, why do you think they'll choose you if they find you, if you choose them? This happens a lot. This happens a lot where you see a lady, pretty girl, she's choosing. She finally she's disqualifying many people. She finally finds the guy that she likes, okay? But guess what? The guy doesn't like her in return. And then she continues to wait. And why did that happen? Because while she was waiting, she wasn't improving herself, improving her character, her patience, her ability to love. Yes, Joke, it's funny, but I've seen this happen so many, many times where the young lady, she's disqualifying a lot of people. Just like, what? Nope, you're not good enough, not good enough, not good enough. And then finally, wow, this guy is really great. And then, she makes herself available. The guy checks her out for like a few minutes, and then he's gone. Okay, I've seen it happen a lot of times. And that's because a lot of women, while you're waiting, you're just waiting, which is bad. If you just wait, it's going to be a long wait and there's going to be delay. So don't just wait. If your waiting hasn't produced the right result, then you want to change the way you're waiting. Okay, you don't stop waiting. You change the way you're waiting. It's like if I'm driving to a gas station and I need to fill up, okay, and it's like 60 miles away. If I drive 50 miles and I'm tired, the key is not to stop driving, okay? The key is to just drive the extra 10 miles and get to the gas station and fill up. So too many times we're stopping before we get there, and then we're not preparing enough to get there. So let's start to understand this, that we want to develop ourselves while you're waiting. That's the key. But don't settle. Tonight's topic is don't settle. And that's just the message. You deserve better. Don't settle for less. Don't just say, well, this is what's in front of me. My eggs are getting old. My biological clock. I mean, I hear all sorts of things. My biological clock is ticking. My parents are on my back. And then you just marry some guy that when you were settling, you knew you were settling. Because the truth is this. Most people that are settling, they know they're settling. You know you're settling, but you just do it anyway because you don't know what's going to come out. But what happens is, if you settle, is eventually you're going to regret it, because you're going to say, because can you imagine that you now meet somebody who, like, this guy is available and he'll have been your perfect person, but guess what? You said I do already like 2 months ago, and it's now too late, and that's not your story. Are we good? Yes. Some people settle because they are getting older, as if older is a bad thing, and it's now or never. But that's not true. It's never now or never. It's just never now or never. There's always a bright future ahead, and the right person is the best person for you. Okay? And that's just it. Do not just settle for less. Know that you're worth something. And sometimes too, people just have this, this low self-esteem. Maybe you just came out of a marriage, you've been divorced, and you're thinking, well, who's going to love me? Who's going to want me? And then some guy comes who's not really what you want. And then you say, well, what? Who's going to want me? I already have 2 kids. And then you just settle. Don't settle. Seriously. I mean, seriously, like what you believe is what happens to you, because you do what you believe. If you believe that nobody's going to love you, then you're going to settle for a person that doesn't love you. And that's the truth. So I really, really don't want you to get her to live that life. That, just don't settle. Just realize that you are worth a lot. You are of great value. You're beautiful. Like, no matter what, you are amazingly beautiful in the eyes of some people. It's not possible that everybody just thinks that you're not beautiful or that you're not worth it. You are worth it. You are beautiful. You've got a future. No matter what, like, even with 6 kids, and after 10 years of marriage, you still have a future. Don't settle. Just continue to improve yourself and just keep your eyes open, and you'll know when the right person comes, and then you go for it, and then you're ready. So the key tonight is do not settle. Okay? Do you know what it's like to meet a single and available man that checks all your boxes? 3 months after you've married, you've settled for somebody that you just barely could stand. It's not a good feeling. It's going to be regret. Sometimes you're just suffering from low self-esteem and you settle for the first guy that comes. Don't settle for the first guy that approaches you. Don't do that. And that's the difference between men and women. Most times, men have options. Women put their eggs in one basket. And then it's like the first person that comes that looks a bit okay, he drives an okay car, you say, okay, I'll go. Don't do that. The fact that they drive a good car doesn't make them the best person for you. The fact that they have money does not make them the best person for you. The fact that, they've really got to check your boxes. And, that's why you've got to know who you are, you know what you want, and then don't settle. Change the people, don't change your requirements. Do you just understand that? And dating is like while you're dating, you're gathering information. Dating is like a data gathering or data collection process. So like you're dating and you're getting the information that you need. So to be quite frank, I do believe that a woman can date a couple people at the same time, because while you're dating, you're not expected to have sex. Because how can you be having sex with the person you're interviewing? Can you imagine you're trying to employ the best person for a job, and then you're sleeping with the people that come for the interview? How's your mind ever going to be okay to choose the best person for the job? Now, when you're dating, you're interviewing, you're collecting data from people. You just get what I'm talking about. You're collecting data from people, and don't give that much of yourself, but you're collecting data till you find out, okay, this is the right person. And then sometimes too with women, because you put your egg in one basket, you only know about one kind of person, one person. But if you dated a couple people, then you can get to figure out, what's really good for me, what's working for me, and then you can go for it. As long as you're not sleeping with them, it's not bad and you're open. At this point in time, we're not yet in a relationship, we're dating. And while we're dating, it's not exclusive. So, you can do whatever you want, but I'm just going to date a couple people, and then, if things work out, then we can get into a relationship. And by the way, I'm not sleeping with you, neither am I sleeping with any of them, okay? So, let's take it forward. And then that way, you don't have to settle with just one person, the person that approached you, the person that's in front of you. Growing up as a kid, I realized something. The guys who could talk, who were just bold and could talk, got all the girls. Okay, and there were really good guys out there. I was one of those quiet good guys. And but these guys, I knew they were lying. I knew they were not good for these girls. But the pretty girls went with them because they were talking. So girls, don't just follow the first person that's talking to you. Okay, Cindy says, what if you find the right person and they haven't made up their mind to have you? That's what I said earlier on. While you're waiting, improve yourself. See, I'll tell you this. There are certain criteria that every man is looking for. Okay, and there is a way that you can improve yourself. That when you meet a man, he will be fine with you. A man wants a peaceful person, an intelligent lady that he can talk to, that cares for him, that's expressive with her love, that is mature spiritually. So you're not having to, that's not defending themselves or getting angry or taking offense. Somebody that's just nice to be with and is peaceful. Smiles a lot. Every guy wants, we like to go where people are smiling. They're joyful. They've got enough joy to give us some, even when we don't have. But not everybody can do that. It takes a certain level of maturity to get there. So Cindy, what I'm saying is that while you're waiting, wait well. If you have been waiting well, when you meet the right guy, he will agree. I promise you, he will agree. But that was a good point, Cindy. Paragon says, and we won't foot the bills as well. Paragon, I'm for generous guys, to be quite frank. I like guys to be generous because that's just part of being a guy. And love is generous. I'll pay the bills. And that shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't be a thing, Paragon guy. We should talk. Except Paragon is a woman. I don't know. Paragon, are you male or female? Talk to me. Okay. Sometimes it could be possible that you just got out of a bad marriage with 2 kids or 4 kids, and you're thinking, who's going to want me? Don't think that way. You are worth a lot. People, yeah, people will love you. Somebody will love you. You'll be shocked that people will struggle over you. They'll compete, to be the one. Just make sure that you wait properly, you improve yourself, and you just package yourself well, and you're going to be okay. Seriously speaking. And see, basically the key is this: whatever you believe is what happens to you. If you believe that there are good guys out there, that belief will make you disqualify a lot of bad people till you get the good guy. If you believe that all guys are bad, that belief in itself will make you see a guy that's bad and say, well, there's not a better option out there. So guess what? I'm going to stay with this guy. And then what you believe becomes a reality. You just get that. So it's so important that you get that you know what you believe. And truly, the bottom line is this: everything we do in life comes from two places, either from fear or from faith. So fear always says it's not enough, or you might not have enough. So grab what's here because it might be finished. That's what fear does. So anytime you're like saying, okay, I'll go out with this person because I'm not sure I'll see better, that decision is coming from fear. It's not coming from faith. Faith says, you know what, there are good guys out there. Faith says that, you know what, I'm going to have a good married life, so I'm going to choose a good person. And no matter how old I am, I will still have babies. My clock can run till I'm 60 because I believe that, and that's what's going to happen. So I am not panicked. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not bowing to pressure from parents and friends. So it's so important. Hi, Queen. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, yes. So guys, of course, you're on this is 60 Minutes with PD. Please follow me right here on Instagram at PIDI19 and also at PIIDI19 on YouTube. Let's do relationships together. Please fill out my contact form in my bio for free counseling. And please, for guys on YouTube, please click the subscribe button on my YouTube channel, like the video, and click on the bell for notifications. Fantastic. Okay, no matter what you've been through, you deserve the best. Work on yourself and don't settle for less. I like the way that sounds. That's a rhyme right there. No matter what you've been through, you deserve the best. Work on yourself and don't settle for less. That's a rhyme right there. Okay. Good. Sure, and I'll tell you that you're going to remarry again. Don't worry. You came out of a bad marriage. Stuff happened. Don't be downcast. Don't be dismayed. You are going to find a person that's going to value you for who you are. You are going to learn from the mistakes you've made, be a better person. So you're going to heal before you start the next relationship. So when you get into the next relationship, it's going to work. Okay? I believe it for you. Believe it for yourself. Your next relationship is going to work. And if this is your first time, your marriage will work. You're going to choose the right person. Just know what you're looking for. Don't settle and keep looking, keep improving yourself, and it will work. Okay, this is Christy Apparel. I'm a single mother, and my mom is on my neck to go get a man like I don't just know what to do. You've got to resist that, okay? You can't, because at the end of the day, you are the person that's going to live with this person, not your mom. You're the one that's going to have to engage this person. You engage whatever darkness is in them, if there's darkness in them. So you want to take your time. Do not be pressured. Take your time and know what you're looking for, and don't settle. Make sure that you got the right person, okay? And really, and I'll tell you this, as I was preparing this message, it crossed my mind that if you're waiting to get married, okay, whether you've been married before or it's your first time, but while you're waiting to get married, you're not studying marriage, you're not studying relationships, you're not studying love, then something is wrong. You just get that? Because if you're not studying these things while you're waiting, then you're not waiting right. And then I can't guarantee the result of your wait. So that's so important that while you're waiting to get married or remarry, make sure that you're it's a lifelong occupation. You stand before a judge or a pastor and you say, I will be with this person for the rest of my living days, or for the rest of my life. Okay, so it's really important that you spend some effort, time, money, whatever, on studying marriage and relationships and love. Love is the key. You've got to understand what love is and how it works. What do you do when you realize you fucked up? Like when you get entangled. Okay, now First thing is this. I like the fact that you said you realize that you're messed up. And that's like, you've like come to your senses, and everything you're seeing clearly right now. You want to make sure that, like obviously I believe that your partner has found out, and they're just like acting crazy right now. The key is to beg, because just tell them that, see, they have every right to be upset. So you want to tell them that you're sorry. You want to explain why you did it and why now you no longer think that way. It's important for people to realize that the person who did what they did is no longer the person I'm talking to. And as long as I can dissociate the person I'm talking to from the person that did what they did, I could be okay with it. Hearts, it takes some time for hearts to heal. Okay, so so I know your partner may need some time to heal. So you can't like crowd them and force them to heal right now. Okay, so you've got to speak to them. Go to great lengths to show that you value them, that you want to remain in this relationship, that you will never, ever, ever do this again. Let them see that you are that you have come to your senses, and then pray. You've got to pray, because sometimes God has to touch their heart for them to have the capacity to forgive and forget and keep moving. But it's possible. It's possible that they could come back. It's possible. Some guys, may just not, but it's very possible that they come back, because love is interesting. There are times when somebody hurts you, you love them, but you're instinctively you pull back and you want to go. Okay, because I've been there before. But after a few days, you realize that actually, I love them and I'm missing them. And I really would like to be with them. And they seem to have repented. And to be quite frank, I am a sinner myself, and I've been forgiven. And if I've been forgiven, maybe I can forgive her or him. Then at this point, it may take me 2-3 days. It may take me a week. And then, but just make sure that you're available, that you're there when they heal, you're there when they reconsider and they want to come back. So hope is not lost, but seriously, you got to pray. There's some things like there's some issues in life that when you hit it, and this is the reality of what's happening to you, you just got to pray. You've just got no choice. So, DM me, let's talk. And, we can, I believe that things can surely get better. Yes, because it seems like you really want to get back in this relationship. And that's a good thing. So that's good. That is good. Good question right there. I know it's really hard to wait, but people really find it hard to wait. You just have to realize that the wait is worth it. Many times people are tired of waiting. That's why you're settling. You're tired of waiting. That's why you're settling. But what you're waiting for is worth it. Years, a lifetime with the right person is so much better than a lifetime with the wrong person. I'll say that one more time. A lifetime, because we're talking marriage. Marriage is a lifetime. A lifetime with the right person is so amazingly much better than a lifetime with the wrong person. So let's start to understand that. So that wait is worth it. Oshbert says, PD, what's the definition of the fuck up you talked about? Use your imagination. There was an entanglement. So what do you think? I'm not going to spell it out. Come to your conclusions. She said she fucked up because there's an entanglement. I know what that means. If you know what that means, just give me a thumbs up. Okay. Also, realize that you never wait doing nothing. This is I'm shouting this out to the back of the class. You never wait doing nothing. That's the worst way to wait. Just wait, just doing nothing. It doesn't bring good results. Just waiting, doing nothing. You wait working on yourself, improving yourself. You wait developing yourself. Just make sure that you know what love is. You know what marriage is. You know how to handle marriages. Come to my platform. That's what I do. Come to my platform on YouTube, PIIDI19, on Instagram, on Facebook. It's all there. It's like too many times that things don't work in relationships. It's not because people are bad, but people are ignorant. It's ignorance that's killing people. Ignorance is hurting people. The guy who doesn't talk to you for 5 days does not realize that communication is like oxygen to you. If he's not talking or communicating, he's killing you. But he doesn't know. He's just doing his thing. So, he's upset, he's pissed, so he's not talking for like 5 days. He stays out. Every day he's out. It's ignorance. It's ignorance. You can't have a wonderful lady at home and you're out every day. You don't talk to her for 5 days. It's ignorance. So let's get educated. Let's get to know what love is, because love does not do that. Love is about the other person. Love is intentional. It's not because I could feel like killing you right now, but if I'm supposed to love you, then I'll do love to you. I'll embrace you. I'll encourage you. I'll serve you. I'll be generous with you. I'll tell you nice words, because that's what love is. And so, love is a verb. You can't fall out of love. You just stop doing it. Because too many times people say, I just fell out of love. No, you just stopped doing love. You got tired of doing love and you stopped. But love is a verb. Mine is more than 5 days, so man, that is bad. That is really bad. I believe he needs counseling. DM me. I'll talk to both of you. I had a wonderful counseling over the weekend. Lovely couple. Of course, there was some stuff going on. But you could see that there was a friendship, there's a foundation of friendship there. So it was easy to pull them out of whatever funk they were in. They'd been married for a long time. Pull them out. And it was just nice because it was interesting to see where they started at the beginning of the counseling. And at the end, they were telling themselves like nice, darling, I love you. I love the way you look. I like this. It was really, really sweet. So counseling is good. Okay. This guy that's not talking for more than 5 days, that's just not mature. A mature man doesn't do that. I did that when I was a kid. I mean, there's no way I could do that again. So, we don't do that. So guys on the platform, we don't do that. Any man or guy that's been coached by me is a good man. They know what love is. They know how to treat a woman well. So, let's start to do the right thing. So let me talk to him. Okay, people? Fantastic. Okay. Where was I? Self-improvement is vital. It's important. Nobody is perfect. Everybody needs to improve. You see, if you feel that you don't need to improve, then you're going to be a bad companion to somebody. You're just going to be a bad spouse, a bad boyfriend, girlfriend to somebody if you just feel like, I don't need to improve. I know everything already. I don't need to study relationships. And you want to be my girlfriend? Sorry, no, you can't be. Because you got to be improving every day. But because that's just the way it is. It is a wonderful and a beautiful thing if you find a person who's improving daily. It's like they're improving on their knowledge of love daily, and they're my girlfriend. I mean, that's amazing, because every day they're pressing in. And I'm doing the same thing too. So the relationship is getting better. How does a relationship get better if none of you are studying relationships? Which means that you're doing trial and error on each other. And that could be very painful. So you don't want to do trial and error on yourselves. Treat yourselves nice. And don't settle. That's the topic. Okay. The key to progress in your life is improvement. Whenever you are improving, you are progressing. If you are improving, you will not settle. If you're improving, you won't settle. That's a key right there. So many people are settling for less than they deserve. Settling will always lead to disappointment and misery on the long run. I'll say it one more time. When you settle, it's going to lead to disappointment and misery on the long run. And I'll tell you this interesting thing. Most times in a relationship, as you're settling, you're seeing things, but you're ignoring them. You see that this trait is not really good, but you ignore them. You ignore them because you just want to choose this person and get on with it, okay? But what happens is this. Most times, it is those things that you ignored going in that grow in the marriage and throw you out. Each time I discuss with a person that's divorced, that had a problem in their marriage, they tell me they saw those things before. They saw the traits, they saw the red flags, they overlooked them, they settled with the person, and those same things that they ignored grew and broke everything up. So let's start to understand this. Like, there is a system to getting married, there's a system to relationships, there is a way to do it that works, and there are ways to do it that will not work. And don't do trial and error with your lovely spouse or partner. Don't do trial and error. I mean, like, why are you trying to discover stuff that's been discovered already? People have suffered the pain to learn this stuff that I'm teaching you. So don't go and experience the pain just to learn it. That's just not what you want to do. Okay, people. Yes. So many people are settling for less than they deserve. Settling will always lead to disappointment and misery. Yes, do not settle. You must believe that someone better is on their way. Most times, too, the root of settling is belief. You just believe that, you know what, if you're waiting right now, listen to me. A better person is coming. A better person is coming. A person that checks your boxes, the person that you're looking for is coming. Just continue to improve yourself and wait. And this person is like, they're almost there. It's so bad that most times the point in time that you just give it and say, you know what, I'm not waiting anymore. I've not said yes to this person for the last 5 years. I'm sure I'm talking to somebody right now. Okay, I'm just going to say yes to them because I've known them for 5 years. So now I'm basing my decision to get married to this person on the fact that I've known them for 5 years. Okay, I'll just do it. That's settling. That's settling. That's settling. Because if you didn't choose them for 5 years, there was a reason. And now if you choose them right now, then obviously you know you're settling. And you don't want to settle because most times when you settle, you are going to regret it. And I don't want that for you. And you don't want that for you. And it shouldn't happen to you. Am I talking to anybody? Okay. Yes. Settling with who is in front of you right now may seem like a viable option right now, but on the long run, it will cost you. On the long run, settling with the person that's not your best option will cost you much more than waiting for a better option. So settling, which seems like the easier option right now, will cost you more than if you waited. I hope we just got that, okay? Do things differently, and this will give you a different result. Hopefully a better result. I'll tell you this. If your mindset remains the same, your life remains the same. If your mindset changes, your life changes. If you're waiting, okay, and you're not getting the right result, the solution is not to stop waiting. The solution is to change something in your mind. Change how you're thinking. Change what you're thinking about waiting and relationships. Read some books. Listen to my videos. Change your mind. Act differently, and you're going to get a different result. You get a different result. You get a good result. Are we good? Are we good? Ask me some questions. Let's get interactive, people. If you didn't settle and just kept moving another 20 miles, yes, you would. Okay, like this. If your destiny is 100 miles away, and 80 miles into your destiny, you get tired and frustrated, and you settle at 80 miles, guess what? You never got to your destiny. When you settle, you don't enter your destiny. Which means that you just stopped. You just stopped with the person that's in front of you. You stopped because it was convenient. Now, and I'll tell you this, the person God has for you and your destiny is not in a convenient place. There's always the wilderness and the promised land. You've got to go through something to get there. So if you're waiting, there's a reason. And sometimes too, God is so good because he knows that if this right person comes now, he would never say yes to you. So he's giving you time to change, and you're not changing, and he's waiting, and you're waiting, and you're not changing, and he's waiting, and you're changing, and the wait goes on. Do you get what I'm saying? Where if you change, like as soon as you change and you make the right changes, the person shows up. Once you're ready, the person shows up. That's something I know too. Once you're ready, the person shows up. Once you're ready, the person will show up. When you settle, you give yourself permission not to enter your destiny. Listen to me carefully. When you settle in any area of your life, in your finances, with your jobs, even in relationships, once you settle, then you have given yourself permission never to enter into your destiny. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to settle. This is 60 Minutes with PD. Please follow me right here at PIDI19 on Instagram and Facebook, and also on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Let's do relationships together. Please fill my contact form in my bio right here on Instagram for free counseling. My counseling is still free. Please click the subscribe button on my YouTube channel, like the video, and click on the bell for notifications. Okay. You don't live the life that God has planned for you when you settle. Continue to be patient. Listen to this. It's hard to be patient, but continue to be patient. It has good results. Continue to remain positive. While you're waiting, have a positive mindset. Don't listen to people that tell you that, how long are you going to wait? Are you going to be able to have babies? What age will you be when your baby is 20? Don't listen to those people. Those people aren't doing you any good. Keep your mind positive. You're going to live long. You're going to have a good husband. You're going to have a good wife. You're going to have good children. You're going to, you're going to grow. You're going to live a full life. Okay? And when you start, when things start to click for you, you're going to be restored. Restored to the point that whatever you've lost, you're going to gain it back. Can somebody say amen? Okay? Because that's the life that God has in store for us. So let's start to operate from a place of faith and not a place of fear. That is so important. Am I talking to anybody? Okay. So you continue to be patient. A better option is on the way. A better option, a better man, a better woman is on the way. Okay? So wait. Don't just settle. Fantastic. Never settle. Another reason people settle is because they don't want to start all over again. And this, I've heard this before, where people say, like you've spent some time with this person that you know in your heart that is not the right person. Because I tell you this, you know in your heart this person is not the right person, but you're thinking, how am I going to start all over again? This person, I know them for 5 years, and I know their parents know me. I'm used to their whatever, and